When someone insists that something be done immediately, it's important to be cautious. Don't agree to it right away. Instead, take the time to consider the situation and gather more information. This is because impulsive decisions made under pressure can lead to negative consequences, both for yourself and others. One of the key things to remember is to never be afraid to ask for clear explanations. Weak explanations are often a red flag for deception or a lack of knowledge on the part of the person claiming to be informed. For example, if a friend tries to convince you to invest in a sure-thing business opportunity and can't provide clear answers to your questions, it's likely a scam. Similarly, if a coworker is pushing for a decision on a project and can't explain the reasoning behind it, it's best to proceed with caution. It's also important to be mindful of the potential consequences of our actions, especially when they are rushed and not well thought out. It's easy to get caught up in the moment and make impulsive decisions, but it's crucial to take a step back and consider the long-term effects of our choices. For instance, a study conducted by the University of Minnesota found that impulsive buying habits can lead to financial strain and dissatisfaction. One way to avoid rash actions is to develop a system of checks and balances. This might include getting a second opinion, conducting research, or consulting with experts. It's also important to be aware of our own biases and to question our own assumptions. For example, if you're considering making a significant purchase, it's a good idea to get input from a financial advisor or research the product thoroughly before making a decision. Another important aspect of avoiding rash actions is effective communication. It's important to express our needs and concerns clearly and assertively without being aggressive. It's also important to listen actively and be open to feedback. According to a study conducted by the University of California, effective communication is essential for resolving conflicts and building trust in relationships. Additionally, it's important to be aware of the psychological phenomenon known as social proof, which occurs when people conform to the actions of others, assuming that those actions are correct. This phenomenon can lead to group thinking and the adoption of false beliefs or dangerous actions. To avoid this, it's important to question the actions and motives of those around you and think critically before conforming. In conclusion, it's important to be cautious when faced with demands for immediate action. Take the time to consider the situation and gather information. Don't be afraid to ask for clear explanations. Be mindful of the potential consequences of our actions. Develop a system of checks and balances, and practice effective communication. By taking these steps, we can avoid rash, impulsive decisions and make more informed choices. Additionally, it's important to be aware of psychological phenomena such as social proof and question the actions and motives of those around you. By being mindful and deliberate in our decision-making, we can better navigate the pressures of daily life and make choices that are truly in our best interest.